Pointing at the camera? No. You just want to watch you? Who is that? Who's that girl? Who is it?
Baby.
Oh, you just moved the camera. There you go. It's not a baby, it's you. It's Priscilla. You want to get down and run around? Oh, yeah, don't wipe it. Well, good morning, everybody. It is time for our morning devotion here on Monday morning, and I'm out here with Priscilla, and she insists on coming out here to help me, even though there are bugs flying all around her head and gnats, and there's no wind out here this morning, so it feels pretty warm. Yeah, the microphone's there on Daddy. You can be my helper. You can be my helper. You can hold my book for me? All right, hold the book. There. You got that book? There you go. Thanks for being my big helper. You like being outside, don't you? Yeah, thank you. Well, our devotion for this morning, oh, there's a beautiful hummingbird just flitting out there. Maybe that's why she likes to be outside, just over your shoulder there where the camera was. Pretty cool to see. Our devotion this day is from James chapter 1. And James, who writes this letter, is... we know him to be the brother of Jesus, and as James, the brother of Jesus, becomes the leader of the church in Jerusalem. And if you remember, during Jesus' life, during his earthly ministry, we don't hear much about James, the brother of Jesus, other than, whoops, you're turning the camera. Hey, there you go. Hey, real life, right? Other to hear that James talks a little bit, or James and the rest of his brothers and sisters, you helping out too, Caleb? Yeah?
Yeah, I want someone to push me out.
You want someone to push you in a swing? Okay, well, let me finish my devotion here, okay? You want to say good morning to everybody? No? You want to say good morning? No? You're going to hide back there. Okay. Okay, so James, the brother of Jesus, writes these words, and as I said, he became the leader of the church in Jerusalem, and remember, during Jesus' public ministry, James and his other brothers and sisters, they weren't exactly fans of Jesus and his ministry, but the resurrection changes all that, because if your brother, dies and rise from the dead, you tend to probably believe a little bit more what he says about other things as well too. And sure enough, James becomes the leader of the Jerusalem church, and Priscilla, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you, no thank you. Uh-oh, where'd everybody go? Now it dropped. Oh no, there we go. Uh-oh, there we go. Uh-oh. You telling everybody, uh-oh? Yeah, there we go. Okay, can we leave it there? Let's leave it there, okay? Make it bigger, just in case you drop it again, okay? All right, go see where Caleb went. Go find him. Okay, James 1 is where we're at this morning. And James 1 verse 2 says it this way. Oh, Priscilla. Yeah, don't touch it though. Thank you. James 1, I think we're going to get there. Are we going to get there? You gonna let me read that? Thank you. Okay, thank you. James 1 verse 2 says it this way. Consider it a great joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you experience various trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance, and let endurance have its full effect, so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. Just 3 verses this morning, because those 3 verses are full of great information and great opportunity for transformation. Consider it great joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you experience trials. I don't think you've probably ever said, and I don't think I've really ever said that I can remember when I'm going through a trial or going through a struggle, saying, hey, this is really great. I can't wait for my next struggle. I can't wait for my next temptation. I can't wait for my next obstacle that I'm going to face, because nothing's more joyful than experiencing a trial. Not usually how we think, but James knows something that what happens is when we experience those trials and we go through it, they can strengthen us. They can actually be that which build our faith. They can refine us. They can help define us going forward. And even USC Caleb, they can be that which produces endurance, and that which strengthens us. And as James says it here, let your endurance have its full effect, so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. I know all of us are going through various trials in these moments, in these past, especially 6 months, different trials of different types. But yet God can use each one of those things that we've gone through to strengthen our faith. So let's let Him do that. Let's not just see those things as minor inconveniences or what we lost, but rather what can we gain in this moment? What can we gain from what we've gone through? And maybe you're beginning to see that. Maybe you're beginning to see some gains coming in your life in the midst of the losses. I pray that's what's happening. But I'm confident that even if you haven't seen it yet, there's an opportunity to see it. So I hope you're a little amused by the kids driving around this morning. They love it when I'm out here in the backyard. And I thought there's finally enough, mosquitoes are down enough we can be back out here in the backyard. But the gnats are bad. But just another little trial. And I was reminded too in my Treasury of Daily Prayer that this is a day we remember in at least the Lutheran Church, a man by the name of Johann Gerhard, who is a theologian. Johann Gerhard lived 1582 to 1637. Let me read a little bit about it. He was a great Lutheran theologian in the tradition of Martin Luther and Martin Chemnitz, and the most influential of the 17th century dogmaticians. His monumental Loci Theological is still considered by many to be the definitive statement of Lutheran orthodoxy, and this is why it stuck me with James 1, what happened here. Gerhard was born in Quedlinburg, Germany, and at the age of 15, he was stricken with a life-threatening illness. This experience, along with his guidance from his pastor, Johann Arndt, marked a turning point in his life, and he devoted the rest of his life to theology, becoming a professor, served as superintendent of Heidelberg. He was a man of deep evangelical piety and love for Jesus, writing numerous books, exegesis, theology, devotional literature, history, polemics, and his sermons continue to be widely published and read. So interesting for a 15-year-old to have a life-threatening illness, and that experience actually strengthened him to actually serve. And that kind of goes exactly what James 1 verse 2 says. Consider it joy, my brothers and sisters, when you experience various trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance, and let your endurance have its full effect, so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. My prayer is that for you this day, that when you're going through trials, you're not going to be able to avoid them all, but rather God is able to use them all to strengthen you in these moments and in these times. So may He give you the strength you need for today and the bright hope for tomorrow, because we know hope is not just hope for a better day, but we know hope is a person, and His name is Jesus, and He's already overcome the world for you. So live in His assurance, live in His promise, live in His grace, and let's see what He's up to today. Let's see how He can use whatever you're going through today to strengthen your faith and to benefit the people around you. I'm going to go benefit some people around me right now. We're going to go swing. We're going to head back inside because these gnats are bad. And we'll be thinking about you, praying for you, and knowing God's got you. And we love you, and we can't wait to see you soon.